Hey people, it's the Juice with Big Jess coming to you with another good story. You tell by the title, snitch or not a snitch. Everybody got their definition of a snitch. I'm gonna let you know a little story about something. Before I get started, go to the Juice with Big Jess, baby. Punch and subscribe, that thumbs up, and a notification bell. I'll give you more content. Well, anyway, I was talking about the snitch thing because I went through the same thing way back, like in 1986. Think of when I first turned 18. Well, let me give you my definition of a snitch. My definition of a snitch is somebody who goes to the police and points somebody out, say that's the guy or that's the girl who did whatever they did. Hello? Shit. Did whatever they did. That's what I would call a snitch. If you go to the police, it have to be somebody authority that you go to in order for you to be a snitch. So let me tell you a little story about me. The Jesse. No. Anyway, about 1986, I knew these people. I know for like about 3 years since I was about 15 years old. It was three people. I knew the whole family. It was two dudes and one girl. I knew their mother and I knew their grandma. So I was 18 in 1986. Yeah, 18 in 1986. I've been knowing these people since I was 15 years old. I ate with these people. I had barbecues. I was so good that with these people that when they watch TV in their living room, I was always invited and welcome. Their grandma and their auntie, and So let me tell you about these three people first. One of them went to my school, Sequoia High School. I met him in high school when I was 15 years old, and we became good buddies. You know what I'm saying? And that guy had a cousin who was like about 2 years younger than him. And then that guy that was 2 years younger than him had a sister, and she was like about, I was 18, she was 19 at that time. So anyway, I was out of school when I was 18, but the guy that I went to school with, he was only 17, so he was still in school. And the other guy, he was still in school. But the older girl, she was out of school and she had a baby. So she had a baby and then she had a boyfriend. So she used to babysit. So she was babysitting sometimes. And one day, allegedly, her boyfriend went around the corner and robbed the babysitters. So that day, when he robbed the babysitters, I came over to see, you know what I mean, if my guys was at home yet, you know what I'm saying? So I rode up on my bike. They weren't at home, but the girl wasn't at home, but the boyfriend was there watching the baby. So then this other guy came through that window, Shep Dog. One of my other buddies, Barney Shepherd, came through, right? So this is where this is the real. You gotta listen real close about this. So I came over there, and the boyfriend was watching the baby. Vern came over. So him, the boyfriend, and Vern said they need to go somewhere, make a run. So they asked me to watch the baby. So I said, okay, since I know the girl, and, I'm a friend of the family and whatnot. So I'm watching the baby while them guys will make their run. Okay, so they get back. Uh, I said, okay, I'm gone, man. I'll see y'all later. So I cut out. So in about a couple hours couple hours later, I come back to the house. You know what I mean? So I see my nigga out there, his cousin and the girl. They all out there talking. So I roll up on my bike. I said, "What's going on, y'all?" Da, da, da. So then the girl says, "Oh man, my boyfriend went around the corner and robbed my babysitter and did this and did that with a knife and all this." And I was like, "Wow, for reals?" And then she said something else that he did. And then this is where I come in at. We always sitting there talking. Like, I've been knowing these people for years. I know not for years, like 3 years, 3 good years. I know their family and everything. So by me talking to them, it's like talking to friends. Like, we all in the huddle talking and shit, gossiping. So when she said, "Oh yeah, he went around the corner and robbed my babysitter and did blah blah blah," and I had to just put my 2 cents in, and I said, "Oh yeah, that's probably why he went to East Palo Alto to do what he had to do." That's all I said to them three, right? So they kept on talking, no big deal. And at the end of the conversation, we always talking. The girl said, "Oh yeah, the detective's coming over tomorrow. He's supposed to question us." I said, "Okay, well, whatever." So I took off on my bike. Bam. So the very next day, I come over there and I see, my partner and his cousin sitting outside, right? And they talking, and they started talking about the detective came over. And let me remind you, the detective only supposed to come over, I guess, to talk to her because that was her boyfriend. But eventually, he get to talking to everybody in the house. So we got to talking to everybody in the house, and all of a sudden, the younger guy, mentions what I said to them three. He tells the detective, "Oh yeah, he went to East Palo Alto, blah blah blah." So when I get over there, they talking da da da. Said, "Yeah, we talked to the detective da da da." And the younger guy said, "Yeah, I was talking to Detective Ben. I told him that he went to East Palo Alto, blah blah." I said, "Why did you say that, man?" I said, "I'm the only one supposed to know that shit, right?" And he said, "Oh no, don't worry about it, Jess. I told him a different name." I said, "You told him a different name, man?" I said, "Why didn't you tell him anyway?" She said, "Oh no, I didn't use your name. I used somebody else's name." I'm like, "Okay, whatever, man, whatever." So I take off, bow. So to remind you, a couple of weeks before, I got popped for possession of sales of weed. So I was on probation. So 2 weeks later, I take a drug test. Of course, I didn't pass because I was on drugs back then. So I'm riding down the street, bam, get blurred. Police get me. Oh, you got a warrant for your arrest, Jesse. I'm like, "Yeah, I know, for violation of probation." So okay, so I go to jail. So I'm in jail. So I'm wearing the back called the NDs, ND1 and ND2. And back then, jail in 1986, San Mateo County Jail was bars and concrete and steel. That's what the jail was made out of. Old school bars, metal tables, concrete floors. So I get there, and then the very next day, I go to chow, right? So on the chow hall is right there called the Seaside. The Seaside was for everybody been in the penitentiary or going to the penitentiary. That was the Seaside. So when I'm coming from my cell from ND1, ND2s, and we'll walk by the Seaside to go into the chow hall. So I walk inside, I go in there, we're going to chow hall. I'm eating, we all get through eating. And I get up and I go lean against the bar, wait for the bars to rack. So I can go back to my ND1s, right? So while I'm sitting there, all of a sudden I see the dude that used to go with the girl come walking towards me, right? And I wasn't even tripping. I wasn't tripping at all. So then he walks up to me, "What's up, man?" I said, "What's going on, bro?" He said, "Oh, man, I'm in here, man, for such and such, such and such." I said, "Oh, man, that's fucked up, man." And he said, "You told the detectives," he said, "No, you told the detective that I went to East Palo Alto or blah, blah. I said, I ain't telling nobody with East Palo Alto, man. I ain't talking to no detective. I said, you can look on your paperwork right now. It ain't going to have my name, Jesse Price, on there. Because I ain't talking to no detective, which I did not talk to no detective. I was talking to, my family friends. And all of a sudden, he stole on me. Bow! Right in my mouth. Boom, boom. My head hit the bar. Bing. By the time I came back and tried to focus, he was walking because he was a supply boy or whatever you call that shit. People that help, cooking and cleaning and shit. So he stole on me. Bow. Head hit the bars. Boom. And before I go on, I want everybody to go to my channel with the juice with Big Jess. Push that subscribe button, man. And hit them thumbs up and hit the notification bell, man. Go ahead. Do that shit for me, man. But anyway, so he steals on me. Bam. They hit the bar. By the time I look at him, he's halfway across the chow hall. So I'm like, fuck. So I start walking back to my cell and shit, and also my lip was just fucking gushing out blood. It was just dripping, gushing. So then all of a sudden the sheriff pulled me out the line, put me in the holding cell, this holding cells they had, and gave me a little towel and shit. So in the holding cell they had a phone. So I'm on the phone, you know what I mean, call my girl and shit. I'm just talking to her, And all of a sudden here comes the sheriff with that nigga. Open the sliding door, bam. This the guy that hit you? I just looked up, didn't say yeah, didn't say no, didn't say nothing. That's a G code. You just don't say shit. Got back on the phone, started talking. Okay, so then like an hour later, they pulled me out of the cell, put me in the chow hall. Now remind you, I said the chow hall on the seaside is all the niggas been to the penitentiary or going to the penitentiary. And that same nigga that stole on me was in the seaside looking at me through the bars. I said, "Think about it, bitch." So some nigga I knew in Redwood City come walk up by me and say, "Jess, the PLRs are after you." I said, "Ain't this a fucking bitch, man?" So that's fucked up. So I'm sitting there, and next thing you know, here comes the sheriff. Got all my shit from the back where I was at, gave that shit to me, said, "Here, come on, you coming with me." I said, "Where I'm going?" He said, "You going to the back of the jail." So next thing you know, they took me all the way back to the jail. And in the back of the jail is like you say the shoe program, the shoe. So I was in there, one man cell, the 2-man cells. I was in there by myself, and for like 9 months. You know what I'm saying? 9 months went by. So my whole thing is, like they said on my title, snitch or not a snitch? That is the question. I've never talked to motherfucking detectives. I didn't talk to nobody. I was talking to my friends. One of the friends, motherfucking rookie, told the detective what I said to them, which it was true. You know what I'm saying? Nigga did go to East Palo Alto, and me and him and Vern was the only one who knew that he went to East Palo Alto. So by me saying, "Oh yeah, man, that's where he went to East Palo Alto," to my friends, and when my friends go back to the detective and say, "Oh yeah, he went to East Palo Alto," that put me, you know what I'm saying, in between the bullshit. You know, so my whole thing is, sometimes, man, you gotta keep your mouth shut, man. You know what I mean? Friends, family, whatnot. Sometimes you have to keep your mouth shut. Because the nigga hit me so motherfucking hard, man. My lips swelled up, man. I was cut outside and the inside of my lip. And you, that nigga that hit me in my motherfucking mouth, man, I would say, I guess you had a good reason because you didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But it was a fucked up reason, man. Because Big Jess ain't no motherfucking snitch. I didn't snitch. I just ran my mouth a little bit too much to my friends and family. So that's a good lesson, life lesson, man. Sometimes you got to keep your mouth shut. Sometimes, you know what I mean, sitting there gossiping and get your shit fucked up, man. Like I got my shit fucked up. just by gossiping, man, with my friends. But anyway, uh, I would like, you know what I mean, some comments. You guys go to my comment section. Uh, you know, vote. Is Big Jess a snitch or I'm not a snitch? Do you think that was snitching because I was talking to my friends? My friends told the motherfucking police? Or I should have kept my mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't, and that's what happened. Uh, this is the juice, and I'm Big Jess. Like I said, go to my channel. This is the juice with Big Jess. Push the subscribe button, thumbs up, and a notification bell for more content. I'm out. I thought I was out. But anyway, like I said, go to my comment section and let me know what you think about this story.